government has had a program where it would sell some of its old military equipment, things like tanks, to local police departments at a discounted rate. Well, it turns out that after the protests in Ferguson, Missouri, and after some of the excessive force used by police officials in the area, the federal government decided to take back some of that weaponry and some of those tanks in order to demilitarize the police forces throughout the country. Well, as a result, one Florida sheriff is livid about this. It's Volusia County Sheriff Ben Johnson, and here's what he has to say. He says that when it comes to losing the M113, an armored personnel carrier, it will result in some of his officers going on, quote, a suicide mission. He continues to say people will die because of this decision. Also, the county still has another tank, okay, so it's not like they're going to be tankless. It's known as the MRAP, Mine-Resistant Ambush Protected Vehicle, but the difference is the M113 has tracks instead of wheels that allow it to travel in terrains wheels won't go. Keep in mind that this is not the military. This is a local police department that had 2 tanks, and because they're having one of their tanks taken away from them, they're freaking out. This is going to lead to, quote, suicide missions because these police officials just can't do without the tanks. Ladies, what do you think about this?
I think it's ridiculous. I think it's like, oh, he took our toys away. He took away my favorite toys. Like, why do you need a vehicle where wheels won't go? Where are you going? It's Florida. Everywhere has paved grounds. What exactly are you fighting? Is it homeland on our lands? Like, where are we? It's America. What's happening?
Do you find the male bravado amusing? I do. I certainly do. Thank you, sir, for that. What's interesting to me, though, is they're selling excess military hardware to local police departments. It's like, who orchestrated that? That's a unique one for me, actually. I didn't realize we did that.
Well, I mean, it's a consequence of us spending so much money on military and defense spending. I mean, when you spend so much money on that and you're continuously upgrading all of their equipment, their tanks, what do they do with the stuff that they already have?
Right.
You know, and so I guess the best thing to do.
We abandon it in Iraq for ISIS, actually.
Well, maybe that's an option, right? An alternative. But one thing that happens quite often is they do end up selling it to local police departments. And keep in mind that some of the defense spending goes toward equipment that's never used at all. Right. So that's a bigger problem. And it goes to show you how a lot of cops, not all, but a lot of cops don't want to take any risks when it comes to their jobs. And I get it. Your job is risky. And I know that you have to face dangerous people in dangerous circumstances. But you don't need a tank if you're a local police department.
Right. Like the average challenges that you face on a day-to-day basis don't require that.
Right.
So it's interesting that that's what they're fighting for. And he's like, my officers are going to go on a suicide mission. I think you're being a little dramatic, sir. I feel like you've watched one too many episodes of like Scandal. You're getting carried away. Like,
it's unbelievable. But I think that he already has his biases against the president.
Right.
I mean, keep in mind that this is a sheriff in Florida. I want to give you another quote he said. The idea that our president will take this stuff away from us, the armored personnel carrier, puts not only our deputies in harm's way, but the citizens in harm's way. It's obvious from some of the decisions he's made that he really doesn't care a whole lot about law enforcement officers. I mean, what has he done to show that he doesn't care about cops, right? Other than condemn some of the excessive force that's taken place throughout the country in the last 2 years.
Right.
And so to make a statement that he doesn't care about cops because he realizes that militarizing the police force is probably not a good idea is just ridiculous.
Especially when it's been proving that the presence of the tanks increases tensions between the citizens and law enforcement. So if you're interested in having a better relationship with the community that you're here to protect and serve, then maybe having those tanks is not a good idea in the first place.
Yeah, you make a great point.
Yeah, so it's like he's saying that the president is like an us versus them thing. Like if he's trying to protect the citizens or if he's saying, hey, maybe this is not a good idea, it's obvious he doesn't care about the cops. It's like, come on, sir. Again, being a little dramatic.
Yeah.
Take it down a bit.
Absolutely. That's a great point.